G'day guys, we are coming to you from the River Tamar mouth of Georgetown of northern Tasmania, and this is the oldest pilot station in Australia, and it's got a checkered history, which is not surprising because it was all around in the convict days. And it is just a beautiful, well-kept old village. A couple of repairs being done down that end, as you can see. But, you know, all these old things have got to be up a little bit, as we all know, as we get older. But just to give you a bit of an idea of like, it was a penal settlement as well, but it was more about getting the ships into Hobart or into Launceston safely through the mouth of the Tamar River. And there's rocks all around this place, and the entrance isn't all that wide, so big old ships that turn like a harbour bridge don't really have that much way of manoeuvrability. So they had people down here to pilot them, and one of the pilots, early pilot, was actually a convict. And there's a story which I'll post a photo of the story on Insta, but basically it goes on about a ship coming from Sydney that had some convicts on board, and a very unhappy first mate who has ended up putting him with the convicts because of his conduct and talking back to the captain and all that sort of stuff, on the promise of punishment when they got in here to Tamar, Low Head it's called, apologies. And so overnight they were supposed to keep an eye on, there was a guard and a corporal, I think it was, or a captain or something like that, anyway, Navy person, to guard the ship with the convicts on it. They decided to chuff off to a ship further up and comfortably slept the night away there. Got up in the morning only to find the ship being taken away by the convict pilot and a couple of his mates, and all the civvies were kicked off the boat, so it was only convicts chuffed off, and they took off to New Zealand. And there was 2 women with them because of their part in the stealing of the ship and the mutiny and blah, blah, blah. They became the first Australian women pirates. Bit of history. I never knew about it. I'm betting some of you didn't know about it either, but the story's up there so you can read it and correct my interpretation of it all. But this is where we are at the moment. It's the Tamar River down there, and as you can see, there's a lot of rocks around here. Do a ship a bit of a menace if they came on, and there's a groin being made for the safe harbour of the pilot vessel there. But this is a really nice place. The Norfolk Island pines everywhere. And it's just one of those places that you really do need to come to, but you never really hear anything about. So you do come to Tasmania, and I recommend you do, put Georgetown and Low Head and the pilot station on your list, because well worth to come and have a look. And there's a kiosk here, so you can grab yourself a cuppa and a scone and enjoy it. But anyway, we're going to head back to our camp down at the Oaks, down near Beaconsfield, and sit around the campfire and have a sherbet or 12. So anyway, you guys have fun, be good to each other, and don't forget to click like and subscribe and pass the info on to your mates. Cheers guys, bye.